Shabbat Shalom. In my last semester of rabbinical school, I was tasked with crafting a personal statement. The idea was to present my hopes, dreams, and vision for what my rabbinate would look like. And I had a whole 200 words to do so. And this is what I wrote. It is my commitment as a rabbi. It is my commitment as a rabbi to return the kindness that I have received throughout my life. And to improvise, that's my commitment. It is my commitment as a rabbi to return the kindness that I have received throughout my life and offer that gift back to those whom I am privileged to serve. To use the grammar of Jewish text and culture to provide texture in people's lives. To listen with intent, lead with love, and act with responsibility. To conduct the sacred current that surges in moments of authentic human connection. As I reflect on this statement, I note that it only imagines a rabbinate. It pictures and presupposes future interactions that have yet to occur. There are no children running around laughing in the religious school in this statement. No staff meetings filled with good work and good friends. No mourners yet to console. No adult learners intently studying a piece of Talmud together, or justice work happening quietly and out loud. The words I dreamed have become a daily lived reality at Congregation Shir Chadash. And it is not me working alone that makes this personal statement come true. It is you all, with me, together, engaged in partnership, engaged in sacred work. This is your community, our community, and I have the privilege of becoming your rabbi. Our Parsha this week, Truma, insists on the turn from the imagined individual to the lived communal. We read of the construction of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, the wandering sanctuary in the desert that will accompany the Israelites throughout their wanderings. God asks Moses for gifts from the community, treasures beyond compare that they each give according to their own ability. And the list reads something like a fairy tale, or a really, really good poem. Let them bring me gold, silver, and copper, and yarns of all colors, fine linens, and goat hairs, and ram skins, and dolphin skins, and acacia wood, and oil, and spices, and incense, and precious stones. And after this fantastical list, we read the verse, Ve'asu li mikdash, v'shachanti betocham, and let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them. God makes a wish list of what the Israelites need to feel at home alongside God. The divine presence must dwell. It must be lived out within the community. The Or HaChaim, an 18th century Moroccan rabbi, notes a grammatical discrepancy in our verse. He asks, and let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell within them? Wouldn't it make more sense for the verse to read that I may dwell within it? In other words, the Or HaChaim asks, What is the link between a house of worship and an infinite divine presence? Why does God need a home? The answer is that the Mishkan is only as holy as the collective contribution of the people, just as a sanctuary is only as sacred as the people who fill up the pews. Leadership is not solitary holiness alone on a bima, but coordinated communal action working alongside the people we serve. Because it is not Moses alone who builds the Mishkan. That would be impossible. Moses invites artists, craftspeople, and more to help him realize God's vision. Moses' role is to listen to God and to listen to the community, to build the meeting place, the religious experience that they deserve. And this is how the vision statement I wrote a year ago has evolved. As I consider the role of the rabbi, Moses in our Parsha becomes my model. A rabbi, as I distill the role, is a community organizer. Big shock, Diane. An organizer's job is to listen with intent, lead with love, and act with responsibility towards their community so that together, along with the people, they co-create and craft a vision that the organizer can facilitate and lead. Last week, I was in Washington, D.C. for a conference where I had the great joy of having dinner with Rabbi Emerita Melanie Aaron and her husband, Michael. Where is Rabbi Aaron? Over here. Hi, Rabbi Aaron. As an aside, I am truly so happy and honored that you're here with us on this Shabbat and that you will install me tomorrow morning. Rabbi Aaron and I were standing outside of the conference in the cold alongside another attendee. And we asked him where he was from, and he told us, New Hampshire. Without skipping a beat, Rabbi Aaron said something to the effect of, the Jewish Earth Alliance just had our conference the other week, and we have 31 states represented, but not New Hampshire. Let me give you my card, and we can find a time to talk so that we can get you involved. My mom likes to say, wherever we go, there we are. Almost immediately, the character of this community crystallized for me. This is a community hungry to be involved in the life of our synagogue. As your rabbi, Cantor Devorah, and I forge a vision inspired by and alongside you, our staff, and our lay leadership. I am not meant to be a sage on a stage, but a leader who convenes and brings people together across lines of difference. A teacher who strives to take our tradition and make it accessible. Make it accessible and meaningful for us all, regardless of age or background, and a community organizer who takes our community's strengths and fortifies them alongside my own. Our congregation is strong. We have been through a lot throughout our 45 years, and we are strong. And as I am installed tomorrow as your rabbi, I do so with the utmost respect, accountability, and optimism for our shared history and the bright future that lies ahead at Congregation Shir Chadash. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for with me filling this sanctuary with the divine presence so that we all might dwell together. Shabbat Shalom.